Hello, everybody. Welcome to Why Wednesday Top Hat Creative Marketing. We've got Lisa Haas today with us, marketing strategist, going to talk to us all about SMS marketing. So, hi, Lisa. How you doing today?
Good, Brett. Thank you so much for having me back.
All right. So, SMS marketing, that's a tough one because you get a little blip on your phone and it's like, okay, how's that work?
That's a good opening too. Okay, how does that work?
How does that make it? I do a lot of this a lot of times.
Yeah, you got it. It's about putting some best practices in place. If you're going to use text marketing, text-based marketing, it really needs to be a part of a healthy marketing mix in general, not your one tactic for getting people's attention. So let's talk a little bit about SMS technology and the ways to use it inside of marketing that will provide results, not just delete and click.
Okay.
Okay, so first let's talk about the landscape of SMS and text messaging. Text messaging has actually been around since 1984. The actual technology has been around for a really long time, of course, just like that QR code. The first text actually went out in 1992. So we've really been playing with text type technology for a really long time. Only recently, with the advent of more accessible technology, we're starting to see it really being integrated into our marketing strategies. But if it's not done well, you can truly harm your brand versus further your brand and grow your business. So, a couple of things to be aware of. First of all, people check their phones about 47 times a day. That's the most recent statistic. So, if you're going to be one of those 47, make sure it's meaningful. The second, a good meaningful text message, 98% of them get opened and 45% get responded to. So, again, if you do it well, you can actually drive a really high return on investment in the space of SMS messaging versus email or just web in general. Email's got like a 40x return, driving people back to a website. It's got about a 35x return. Data says for text, we got 113x return. So it's just a larger footprint when you're looking at a return on investment. So, the other thing is there's an opportunity here to do this correctly, that if you do, only about 35% of brands right now are reporting that they are using or plan to use text-based messaging in their marketing mix. So that means there's a competitive advantage too if you can embrace this tactic in a way that fits well with your business.
Right.
So I present that because it might feel a little intrusive initially if it's not done well. We want to make sure that you're reaching the people in a way that's authentic and organic, because you have an opportunity here and we don't want to blow it. Okay.
And you can do that fairly quickly, I'm guessing.
You sure can. So here, first of all, let me give you some ideas of where you can use this type of tool. And then let's talk about best practices for when you decide you're going to use the tool. So first, some of my favorite case studies of great SMS messaging is going to be in things like fundraising, and for any nonprofits that might be listening. In your fundraising environments, of when you're doing fundraisers, sending text-based messages if we're driving fundraising, or do you want to participate, put in your bid for the silent auction. People are very reactive in that space to text-based messaging to engage and involve themselves with whatever production you're doing. I've also seen this for special deal timing. Come in today at 4 p.m. for the deal, for the nappy hour special or the happy hour special or whatever you're calling your timely offer. I find this a lot with loyalty businesses as well, like the Starbucks of the world, where you keep getting a punch every time you get a cup of coffee. So you have 100 points now is a notification you get after you've made a purchase. So it's notifying you of the loyalty that you have with a brand. Personalized discounts. So if you have any type of history and knowledge about your customer, go back to some of my marketing automation technologies we've talked about in this format, that if you're using some of that you can say, hey, you just bought a shirt. Congratulations. The pants are also on sale. Another great place to align. I know you work in the dentistry world, so aftercare is nice. Your teeth have been cleaned now. Did you remember to floss today? There's an aftercare for customer service that can also be placed as a
Hmm.
text-based message. Asking for a review. You just left my location. Texting somebody of send me a review on Google so that I can help more people in your space. Another great application for texts. Thank you offers. Those are great one as well. Thank you for doing business with me. Take another 20% off my website. So those are just a handful of ways you can use texts. I even have a mechanic a door who sends me texts based like, here's your proposal for services. Here's our quote to fix your vehicle. And then I can sign off right on the text base. Yes, go ahead and move forward. And then get texts when my car is ready, right? So it can be really integrated into your business, not just your marketing practices.
Nice.
Questions about any of that, Brett?
No, I love it. I love the timely stuff. So, okay, it's going to happen today. It's going to happen at this point, or follow-ups, and especially reviews. Those are my wheelhouse. So I love those. I love to ask in person, but if you don't get that opportunity, that text is really a good way to get them in there and have a much higher return than you otherwise would with an email or a plaque on the wall or whatever it is. So I love
Absolutely.
it.
Yeah, that's and I'm right there with my phone already, right? So it's like it's a click to do the thing. So that
Right.
moves us into some best practices. If you're going to integrate this into your world, there's a few things to just always keep in mind. First, remember this is a direct marketing tactic. Different than a social media post, which is a branding tactic, and you might appease to try to get the click. What you're doing here is I want you to click. It has to have some sort of call to action that
Right.
is direct engagement. If it's a brand thing of don't forget to come in next Tuesday, don't do a text. That's not the right format for it. Okay. So it's a direct market tactic, means that you must be authentic, use it wisely, and drive people directly to an engagement at that moment, a review, a purchase, etc. Second, if you're going to start a text-based program, I like to ask for permission, an opt-in of some sort. You can do this through your email tool when you collected their phone number, something that says, give me permission to text me. If you don't have that, and this is sort of the first time, always have an option for your people to stop receiving the
Right.
information, right? Those are just general laws in general. If it's not officially a law yet, it will be.
Right.
So I don't want to speak out of turn, but you always want to give people the ability to opt in and opt out of anything that you're doing in the marketing space. Third, you want to mention your company when you send out that text. I may not have you saved in my contact database. The database that is driving your phone number might have some other name attached to it. So Lisa here from Lisa Haas Consulting reminding you, my latest blog is up. Read for 5 ways to market your business better.
Right.
Perfect example of a text, right? Letting you know my blog is out. Another is a solid call to action. Do you want to get a deal? Do you want to donate? Read something? Get directions to something, a direct call to action. Again, going back to that direct marketing tactic. If you have their information, be personal. It's nice to have a dynamic tag in there that says, hi, Brett, Lisa here, so that you have that personal component there where it's not just a mass text. Technology can insert a dynamic tag for you, so you don't have to do one at a time. Limit to about 160 characters. People are not going to read a big giant email in text format. They want a short, quick message and click to read more or do more.
Absolutely.
If you're going to text, make sure there's something valuable attached to it. I received a text earlier today. Would you like a better insurance rate on your auto insurance? Now, I don't know who this person is. It's Amber here. I don't know who this person is. I'm not in the mood I'm not shopping anything at the moment. I'm not sure how she got my information, but I immediately responded to stop. I don't know her. Right
Right.
now, if my insurance agent, Savannah, hey, Savannah here, your current insurance agent, would you like to look for a little bit better deal? I would absolutely step into that. Right. So
Right.
don't just cold text people things. I think you'll end up getting a backlash on your brand.
Well, that and people are clicking on links in things because they're scams and they're malware and they're nasty. So you have to have some sort of familiarity or some way for them to verify you.
Exactly.
Is that hard to do?
So it can be, especially on the text side of things. If I'm unfamiliar, I don't click. I don't even open. So you can see it kind of show up on your screen and you go into your text messages and see them listed there. I will hold down my button and click delete without even opening it.
Right.
Most people are unaware of that, which is why we have a 98% open rate right now, is they open not realizing they don't have another option.
Right.
Okay, so if nothing else, if you don't text message in your marketing, know you have another option in terms of opening these things up.
Exactly.
And absolutely don't, if you do open it, don't click on that link if you're not familiar. You will, at times, eventually regret that decision.
Yes.
Now, if I'm really interested, I'll go to the web. Oh, I'm interested in this insurance quote. She gave her business name here, and I'll go to the web. If I'm actually interested in something, if I feel like I need to vet it further, right? Just do your due diligence. Don't just click, click, click.
Right.
Okay.
Makes sense.
So that's just kind of the general world of text messaging. The last kind of note to the audience, there's 3 different types that are out there right now. You've got your general text base that we've been seeing. That's your SMS land, which short messaging service is what SMS stands for. This is very standard for the moment, but there's newer technologies coming. We have MMS, which is multimedia services. If you see the little GIFs that dance around, those are multimedia, or little video snippets, those are multimedia. That's another technology tool you can use to help build, engagement, put a humorous message out, whatever. We're about to see rich communication services, RCS, really emerge that are going to replace both of these. This is technology that's going to allow a read receipt. You might have seen this in the Apple world. When people text you, there's a little thing that pops up and says, do you want to mark this as a read receipt? All of that is some of the new technologies that we're going to get out here and allow us to track people clicking a little bit more on these tools. So just know, like all things marketing, this technology is evolving while we're talking. And, be aware AI is probably coming pretty quickly right behind that.
You know it. Wow. Well, good oversight. Thank you so much. Gives me more ideas about what I can do. And I'm sure lots of people have more ideas about what they can do. And it sounds like you have to be very specific about what kind of things you want to do with SMS. That's the big takeaway I got from that is this is not a one-stop shopping. Everything fits in this niche. So be careful with what you use it for, and you'll be more successful with it, it sounds like.
As all things in the marketing space, have a strategy and understand your tactics.
Exactly. Well, Lisa, thank you again so much for the insight, and we will talk to you soon.
All right, fantastic. Look for me at lisamhaas.com if anybody needs a little bit of help in this space.
Very good. Thank you.
Bye, Brett.